Okay, ladies and gentlemen, a long time ago now I made a video talking about my PlayStation 2 where I mentioned some upgrades that I wanted to do. And yeah, I've done them. Well, mostly anyway. And believe it or not, the PlayStation 2 actually worked after 2. Crazy indeed. So yeah, the entire plan of upgrading it started with me watching one of Spawnwave's videos, a truly amazing channel that I can't recommend enough. But yeah, he did some upgrades to his PlayStation 2, and I decided to do pretty much exactly the same. And all the products I bought from Amazon, which for me in Norway was quite expensive when it comes to shipping, but at least I got everything packed together, so that's great. But let's start with the first upgrade, which is the fan. It's a Noctua fan that should make the PlayStation a bit more quiet and possibly cool down the system a bit more effectively. I'm not sure it's needed, but it can't hurt. The entire part is just a fan connected to some 3D printed plastic that looks very similar to the original piece in the PlayStation 2. It doesn't look as nice as the original piece, but you're not looking at the back of your console anyway, I would think. To connect the new fan, I had to dismantle basically the entire PlayStation, which was really scary as I have never opened this system before, and I do have a tendency to ruin most electrical things I take apart. And from the footage shown on screen, my incompetence should be pretty clear, but it was an interesting experience. So I dismantled it to the best of my ability until I could connect the new fan. Placing the fan and its backplate correctly was quite difficult, and I spent quite some time trying to get the entire thing to stay in place while I tried to close up the system again. But after some tries I did manage to close it, which was a huge relief, and the PlayStation 2 worked, so I was quite happy. The fan is extremely quiet, and hopefully it will be just as effective as the old one, if not better. I hear that Noctua are usually very good, so it should be good. Surely it can't be worse than the old dusted down one. Now the only noise from the PS2 is the disc reader. The next upgrade is the adapter that goes into the slot on the back of the PS2. This one is only available for the PS2 fat models obviously, as the slim version doesn't have the slot for an adapter on the back. But yeah, there is two parts to this one, or actually three, but let's start with the adapter itself, which has a port to connect the hard drive. This is a third-party one and is made to be able to connect modern hard drives. The PlayStation original was obviously made for hard drives of the era, which had different ports. So this is more suited for me as I do not possess the skill set to modify an original adapter. The adapter is very easy to mount. It's just to take out the plastic cover that hides the massive slot, put in the adapter and fasten it with the two screws on the adapter. The second part to the adapter is a shelf for the hard drive to lay upon. It's nothing special, but without it the hard drive would just hang by its connector, I think. So a shelf for it to lay on I figured would be a good thing. But anyway, this is just put in place before fastening the adapter. So easy peasy. All of these parts I bought as a combined set or whatever on Amazon, and I'll see if I can take a screenshot of the price of everything as well as find the link for it. But it's been quite a long time actually since I bought these now, so yeah, we'll see. But you may be wondering about the actual hard drive, which would be the last part of the adapter upgrade. Well, I haven't bought one yet. I'm currently looking at SSDs and really just looking for sales. I am a cheap bastard after all. But yeah, the entire point of the adapter is still kinda missing. But I wanted to make an update on my PS2 situation, and I'll probably make another video whenever I get a hard drive in place and have tried to back up some games and whatnot, and let you all know how that goes. Though lately I've been so busy completing my games on other platforms that I'm not sure whenever I'll get back to the PS2. As for the upgrades I've talked about today, they are not all that difficult unless you are as incompetent as me, but yeah, the fan requires you to dismantle almost the entire PS2. It's not going to be for everyone. The adapter is very simple, though I of course haven't installed a hard drive, but I don't expect that to prove very difficult. But that's about it. As always, thanks for watching, and goodbye.